Welcome everyone. We're ready to start. I hope everyone is in after the breakfast. Cool. So welcome to Pycon Pakistan 2019. This is going to be our first Pycon ever happening in Karachi, and I'm very pleased to see that we have a very good attendance in. As I mentioned before, we are running two tracks. This is the Python track, and there is a parallel AI track happening. So in case you want to be part of the AI track, and I will mention this later on as well, you're free to move between them. You can move over there right now. Cool? So let's get this started. First things first, the most important thing of the day, access to Wi-Fi. So this is going to be our Wi-Fi ID and the Wi-Fi password. I'll let you spend a few seconds over here so you can all sign up quickly because we have then the next important things coming up. All right, are we online? Can we breathe now? Breathe a little more freely? All right, good. I was having trouble in the morning. Next important thing is social media. So we are essentially marketing the conference using the Pycon PK hashtag. Be this on Twitter, be this on Facebook, be this on Instagram. This is our national conference, so please do make a lot of noise. I want people from Lahore pinging me later in the day, asking me where is this PyCon happening, so that we can tell them yes, this is in Karachi, and you guys are missing out. So do share, do take a lot of photos, do share them on social media, and do make a lot of noise. And later on, we'll see that we'll be actually making a lot of noise ourselves today and afterwards as well. So kicking off with the important question, what is PyCon? How many people here have heard of Pycon before this conference? Okay, that's good. That's a good sign. So Pycon is essentially a set of international conferences that happen all over the world. And our version has been happening for the last 3 years. For the first 2 years, it was organized in Lahore. The first one I kind of missed. Last year I was there. It was amazing. And when I was there, I was like, you know what? We need to do this in Karachi as well. So that's why I took the lead, and this year we are doing this here in Karachi. And I'm happy to say that we're able to do this a lot bigger than we were previously able to do with this, and that will be thanks to our partners who I'll be sharing about in a minute. So first things first, this all happened last year when we started this community called Python Karachi. How many of you have ever been to a Python Karachi meetup, just to get some idea? All right, there are a few people over here. So for the last 1 year, every quarter or every 2 to 3 months, we've been doing a meetup here. We have generally pretty good attendance, about 50 to 100 people show up. We have pretty awesome talks. Some of the speakers are from the meetups. They're, again, sharing new stuff over here. They're doing workshops here today as well. So we have a Facebook group. I've shared the link over there. You guys can go ahead and join that if you like, where we are essentially discussing things. We're sharing about the events. We're sharing about the meetups. And you can obviously ask any questions that you like over there. Our AI track is organized by one of our other communities called Karachi AI. And we have two big AI communities in Karachi right now, Karachi AI and Pakistan.ai. And I've mentioned the group links again. So if you have any interest in AI or want to follow up what's happening here in Karachi, the meetups, the certifications, anything else, this is the place to be. So we have a very beautiful, awesome venue today for you guys. But it is a bit complicated where stuff are. So it might not be obvious right away. So this is a vertical map. So on the bottom is the entrance where you guys came in from. So we have a few things happening. So this map, I'm just going to share the link on our schedule. It's available on our schedule as well, so you can open it up on your phones. So we are in the auditorium that's on the first floor on the right. If you see on the ground floor, right on the left side of the registration desk, we have something called a community lounge. I'll be sharing about that in a minute. If you follow through the corridors, if you take outside, turn left, follow through the corridors, you will eventually come to the AI track on the backside. That's Tariq Rafi Lecture Theater. And then the labs are happening on the lower ground floors. So you'll have to take the stairs downstairs and ask the volunteers which lab you're looking for, and they'll direct you likewise. So we have a lot of volunteers over here, and they'll be able to help you out in case you get lost. So we have, as I mentioned several times now, we have 2 tracks happening, Python and AI. If you're interested in looking at the schedule, I've created a short link. You guys can follow that, and you can have it open on your phones to see what's happening next. There is no restriction. If you want to sit in the Python track, you can sit here. If you want to go in the AI track, you can sit there. If you want to go to the community lounge, you can go there as well. There's no issue there whatsoever. Workshops are pre-registered. Now, we unfortunately wanted to balance everything out, so our workshops are relatively small. So we send out emails. Unfortunately, I've heard some of you didn't get them as well. Do get in touch with me if you didn't get that. So we have run a set of pre-registrations for the workshops. So people who have pre-registered should reach the workshops in time if they want to make sure they get the place. After the time starts, we will allow other people in on a first-come, first-served basis. So others who have not registered can also go there and try out. As long as there's space, you guys can take that as well, but after the time starts. Yeah, and in the evening, we have some awesome prizes to give away. So do stick around. We'll be doing a fun quiz as well, and we have some interesting things present at the end. Sorry about that. I should have muted that. Okay. Lunch breaks, very important stuff. So we just had an awesome breakfast. We are also going to have lunch outside, the same place where we had breakfast. Obviously, we're in a university. It's a very beautiful campus. Don't ruin it. There are bins everywhere. Make sure you're using them. We're not leaving stuff around. Also, in case you cannot find your option, let's say you're a vegetarian, do let us know, one of the staff members know, and we can help you out there as well, in case you don't find that option. Community lounge. So we have this new thing. This is an experimentation from our part. So we have a community lounge. This is a special room just made for networking downstairs. So this is, when you entered on the left side, there's this room, a small auditorium, where you can essentially meet the speakers, and you can network yourselves. And then there's also other stuff. We've put a job board over there. So anybody here looking for a Python job, or anybody who has an open position, can go and write there on the boards. You're free to write there. Just be careful. Don't take too much space. Be mindful of the space. We have put stuff there about why you like Python. Do share this with us. We have stuff there about feedback on the conference. Do give us that as well. So we're looking for you guys. That is the way we're going to interact. We will be interacting with you guys today. So please do visit the community lounge during the day and check out what's happening over there. So one of the important things about Pycon is that we strive to be very, very inclusive, right? We want everybody to be able to attend this. This is an event for everyone. Python is for everyone. And so we have to ensure that we are following a code of conduct. Now, the full code of conduct can be found on our website, but the short version is there are 3 main things you need to take care of. One is respect, courtesy, and kindness. This is to be maintained throughout the conference with everybody you interact. And if we find someone not following those, we will have to ask them to leave the conference, right? This is something very, very important to us, so please ensure that this is being followed. If anybody sees any violation, please do report us, or you can find me or any of the staff members to report if need be. So this event could have not been possible with a lot of partners and volunteers. So warm up your hands. We'll be doing a lot of applause in the next few slides. So first up is going to be our organizing team. We'll be thanking them again in the evening. This is the list of awesome people who came forward to make this happen. Important thing to note over here is that all of these guys are professionals in the industry. These are all full-time working people, and we've been working on this since January. And finally, in the last few weeks, obviously it became a little more intense. And today, all of you guys will get to experience what we've been working over the last several months. We have our awesome venue partner, Habib University, and we're so very thankful for them for allowing us to have this conference here. I personally love this venue, especially because it's super awesome, it's super spacious, and it's pretty well structured, so you can move around very easily, and it has awesome facilities as well, as you guys can see here right now. It's in a really very nice auditorium here. We have some ground rules. I've already mentioned that if you're eating or drinking, make sure to use the bins. Don't leave litter around. There is no eating and drinking inside lecture theaters or auditoriums or workshops. Please ensure that you're not doing that. And smoking is not allowed on campus. So if you do want to smoke, you'll have to go outside the campus and smoke over there. We have to ensure that these rules are being followed. So I've been part of many different meetups and conferences and stuff like that in the city. And always we usually have a set of students who are helping out in some way or the other. So this year we had Habib's Student Society, HUAIC, who helped us set up the conference. But I wouldn't even consider them as volunteers. I would consider them as organizers, since they were helping us out in almost every aspect. And even today, they are not just helping us guide. They are their photography. All the people taking photographs are actually students. They have helped us out in operations. They have helped us out in design. All of the design stuff you've seen has come from these students. So these were super, super amazing. And I think these guys definitely deserve a huge round of applause. We will be thanking them again in the evening. So I've talked about partnerships, and we'll see a lot of partners in the next few slides. Our first set of partners are our financial partners who have helped make sure that we could sell the ticket at the price that we actually sold it on. So we're very thankful to Python Software Foundation, Django Software Foundation, JetBrains, Google Developers, and Symantec. Symantec is the only sponsor here who was from our community, from a local sponsor. All of them were obviously international sponsors. And this was slightly disappointing for us. We wanted to bring some more community members in, some more local companies in. So we weren't able to do that this year, but we're hoping next year we're able to do that as well. So special thanks to Symantec for being our local partner this year and being the gold sponsor. And you'll be seeing their name around quite a bit. As I said, this is a national conference. This is very, very important for us, and we need to make sure that everybody in Pakistan knows about it. So we've onboarded a ton. If you guys see any of the videos, any of the articles, any of the posts, share them. If you're not posting them, at least do this. Share them. Make sure everybody gets to know about this so that next year we can do this bigger and better. And that's something we've already planned for. We have, finally, we have some awesome set of community partners. And this is super important, right? A conference is not just done by a single person. You need the organizing team, but you also need to go back, and you also need a set of partners as well, right? And these are all different partners who have helped in some way or the other. I'm going to give a shout out to our Tech Geeks Pakistan, who is helping us out with a lot of our marketing. Nest and Usman Institute have been our partners in helping us organize our meetups. I'm personally from Sastataket. Most of our organizing team is from Sastataket as well. GDG Kalachi is one of my personally favorite communities here, and they've helped us a lot in deciding our vendors and organizing the conference. So we have a lot of partners, different, who have helped us make this event possible. And finally, there's obviously you guys, and this event is actually possible because you guys went in and bought those tickets. So to wrap it up, a huge round of applause for all our partners and yourselves, because thank you all for coming here. So my time is up, and I want to leave you guys with one question. I want you to introspect a little bit. Why are you over here today? Are you here to just listen to a few talks? Are you here to make new connections? Are you here looking for a job opportunity? Are you here for what, right? Personally, I'm here to network, so please feel free to reach out to me. Tell me about yourself, what you're doing in Python. Share downstairs, share your open source projects, share your job posting, your company openings, whatever you want. This is the whole point of this conference. This conference is not for us to sit here and listen to a speaker. These talks are being recorded, and that's thanks to Ascorp, who's going to be doing that for us. And we will be posting them on YouTube later in the next few weeks. So even if you're missing a talk, it's not the end of the world. The speakers are going to be available in the room, outside the room, in the community lounge. Do interact with them. This is a very unique opportunity that doesn't come all the time. This happens just once a year and maybe once again next year, right? So do think about why are you here, and let's try achieving that goal today. And with that, we can now get started officially with our conference, with our first speaker. And our first speaker is someone really special. He's come from very, very far away, from USA, all the way from USA. Van is going to introduce himself, but I will tell you that he is currently the chair of the Python Software Foundation, right? And what is Python Software Foundation? I'll also let him introduce. Van, please come on stage and share your keynote with us.